Hello, Guzu, and welcome back to DufisTalk. As you can see, we are here in Tropico for modern times. I felt that I would go ahead and switch it up and show you this particular game. I know it's not quite your thing, but just in case you're wondering, if you should play it or not, here it is. I've already done the normal campaign here, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the Modern Times campaign. I have not played this before. I did record this once before, and then the sound's gone away, the voice stuff for the game, so this is my second time through for this, but first time for the actual campaign. As you can see, we have these these cute little quotes here from dictators and I think maybe Gandhi-like people. Anyway, you get this little mission brief. Apparently, the world is ending. Is basically the gist of it. You can create your character. I'm gonna have mine in a hazmat suit since the world is ending, and you can change your characteristics. I'm trying to get all of these to 5, so I'm choosing really crappy ones first. This is a perfect one because I run around screaming oh god," when I see a spider. So it kind of fits anyway. But yeah, so you have different influences based on what characteristics you take. We're gonna go ahead and play here. I'm gonna skip through this. There we go. Basically saying the world is ending. Alright, and 6 food producing buildings. Awesome. Wait a minute. Right, rebels. Starve them out by burning the farm. Yeah, this is Penultimo, my advisor. Typical Penultimo, he burned all the farms, so we have no rebels and no food. If I remember correctly, from what little I saw when I first recorded it, we have no resources. Yes, we have this lowly pot of gold way over there. Oh man, as far as crops go, corn's good, bananas okay, papayas better. Pineapple, which you can, is kind of alright. These 3 are used for like factories. Like this makes rum, this makes cigars, this makes canned coffee. And these 4 you can eat. And what's this? Let's see. Oh, okay. So this is like when you get new buildings and stuff. That's cool. Alright, well I'm sure I can explain this. That's bad. As we go along. So this is like your list of stuff that's happening. We're gonna skip forward here. I'm just gonna go ahead and dive right in and just explain stuff as I go along while I answer your question of the day. By the way, this is gonna be like houses and services. It's gonna be government. My industry probably gonna be here. I think I'm gonna do tourism here, because there's absolutely nothing that I would ever put in this semicircle of retarded beachland. But yeah, tourism is really slow to get started, and I don't really like it, so that's, yeah, I'm very OCD about roads in this game. Get over it. Get over it. Really? Really? Really, roads? I mean, I hate you too, but this is getting excessive. Wow. Yeah, this game does not like straight roads. I don't know if you can tell. So we're just gonna do this little retarded thingamajig. Alright, so 6 food producing buildings. Pretty Really? Really? Pretty straightforward. Anyway. Your question of the day was, what will it take to get meaningful climate change? Well, since you so graciously mentioned Heinlein, one could go ahead and just open the door to all the science fiction literature on the topic, namely, massive armed uprisings, I think would be the answer. Because the problem is, I gather from your question that you're talking about America. The problem with America is it's completely dominated by money. I mean, just completely. And I can back this up. in the last Obama-McCain election, all their top campaign contributors were exclusively the same. Like 8 out of 10 of the top contributors for each campaign were the same companies. And if that doesn't scare anyone who's voting, that their money, that their vote actually doesn't matter, you're in some pretty severe denial. I mean, because, okay, think of the cycle. The average voter watches, let's say the average Republican voter watches Fox News. Fox News is owned by a group, well, mainly by one rich old white guy, and then by a group of rich old white guys who all happen to be Republicans. And do the Republicans believe in climate change? No, they believe in profits. So they're going to sell on Fox News whatever makes the people watch Fox News, which is namely drama about stupid. Why stupid shit? Because it's irrelevant. People don't get up in arms about stuff that the rich white people care about, and then they just ignore the main issues like climate change. When they do talk about it, they'll go ahead and put Glenn Beck up there, saying that France is burning and Ireland is slitting each other's throats. I'm sorry, I made her busy with that. But we'll just completely sidestep the issue. What am I gonna do here? Put some pineapple down. And it's just kind of, it's daunting to think that that's what we're up against, because we're not just up against those people, right? We're up against the system that's made people so passive. Like the entire system is geared towards towards creating this whole society of sheep people, glued to the TV and accepting whatever it tells them. So you can also set their wages. Pretty cool. No, don't quick build. No, that just wasted $2,000. Oh, that's funny. You can watch it. But yeah. So I'm not sure if I was very clear with that. I'm still getting the hang of playing and thinking at the same time. But my point is, I think it's going to be, massive rioting and such. That is going to, finally bring about any type of serious change to the world. Oh God, energy drink spill all over the place. So much sugar on the loose. I think it's contained. Anyway, by the way, I just want to point out, you were looking for a better design for your flower shop, and I don't know if stone tiles was the way to go, honestly. If you're looking for a natural feel to the place, kind of not the thing to do, but hey, who am I to judge? I don't pretend to know what's what as far as interior design goes. As far as projects go, I don't have your commitment to Minecraft, obviously. It is in my, top games to play. But I wouldn't say that you can rest assured that your projects aren't going to be heavily criticized. But okay, I would like to point out, in terms of future happenings, a lot, if not all, of mankind's modern inventions have been heralded by science fiction. But also, let's get away from beach noises. What's also been heralded is the sort of...
What matter requires Presidente's attention?
Thank you, Presidente. The sort of, I read a story, well, I reread a story of, I think it was Arthur Clarke. No, it wasn't Clarke. Was it Cornbluth? Anyway, it was in Combat SF, science fiction anthology. And it was about a war that had been going on for 100 years. And this guy lost his legs. And since he was a disabled veteran, he got to settle on a brand new planet. Oh, this is fun. Speaking of which, this is Fox News at work. just like, oh, this game has some interesting dynamics. In the previous campaign, you were playing against United Frutas Limited, which, for those of you who know your American history, is a thin veil for the United Fruit Company that totally screwed up Latin America's economy. Ooh, this is good. Let's put some more corn down. Where's the papaya I put down now? Screw you. I want some money. Speaking of money, here's all this trade stuff. Ooh, 960. Why are we importing corn? Let's not import corn. But yeah. So, what was I going to say? Right. He had no legs, and he settled on this new planet that was recently taken from the enemy. And he was shot at by, said enemy. And he tracked them down, and he had no legs, Anyway, long story short, the enemy he was tracking had the same, like no leg wound as he did, and so they became best friends. Well, they become best friends, but like he forgave him, and then the guy turned out to be like a president of the enemy's empire, and then so the peace sort of came about that way. My point with that is, I'm not saying that miracles like that happen all the time, but I do believe that we should listen more to, I want to say science fiction, but it's more what science fiction represents. It's more listen to the idealists in us, more listen to the kids and the romantics and the adventurers that say, yes, go out and explore space. Yes, it doesn't matter who has the most resources on Earth if we all come together and use those resources, as a community. If we go out to the asteroids, which I think is actually being planned, by the way, and like do all this great stuff for humanity and not just America. And it's I don't know, like it's exactly like you said. It's kind of we're too focused on the economy and all that. I don't know. I'm talking in circles now, but yeah, I feel that if significant climate change decisions came about that wasn't something like the Kyoto Protocol, I feel that America would have fundamentally reverted back to what it was supposed to be. What the hell is this? Locust swarms in Africa. Yes. No, I don't want to. No. Why? Oh, this is good. Okay. See, my behavior in this game is a classic example. Like, I'm totally selfish as far as Tropico is concerned, but if I can make money, why not? So yeah, that's my reaction to that. Ooh, banana. Okay. My reaction to that is exactly what I would say the world's reaction to anything right now is. It's like, take care of your own first, and if there's profit to be had, maybe make a move towards helping other people. And it's just, as long as we're stuck on that, or if we can't, maybe we can find a way to take that selfishness and move it, into helping others. I don't know how that would be. Like, that's why I'm kind of pausing right now. It's like, is there a way that you could say, oh, if you go, abolish all the national defense budgets and use that money to feed and clothe and educate the poor of the world, we're gonna profit from it immeasurably. I mean, we will, as a race, we'll profit from it, but you have to get past the stepping stone. It's kind of like you have to spend money to gain money, but here you have to like risk your comfort and security in order to attain, world peace and prosperity. So it's kind of iffy, and I don't really know how to express it right now, since I should probably think about these questions before I start recording. Anyway, I'm sure I've been recording for a while. I don't have a stopwatch on me because it's Tropico, it's full screen. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and leave you with your own question of the day, and we'll pick this up when we return. Do I have banana, corn, apple, corn? I'm going to go ahead and turn these into papaya. It's good to have one of everything. They'll probably go up anyway. So yeah, your question of the day is based off of the last one. Do you think that any change at all is possible in the current system. Like, and as a caveat, as an aside, as a further question, what do you think is the catalyst for change? Like, NASA released its study that said, oh yeah, these ships are your only contact with the outside world. They bring in immigrants and foreign specialists that you hire. Is that a bomb? Anyway, foreign specialists that you hire and buy all your produce and sell you stuff. I feel like there's a nuclear missile heading for us. Whoa, beef ahoy. Okay. Getting low on funds here. Where, really? Where do I go here, people? Pastures? I don't want to build here. This is my housing thing. I guess I could build out here. I'll just wait till next time. Anyway, let me wrap this up. So what do you think is going to be needed for, money to stop being the prime object of concern and basic human interests be the driving force behind our decisions? When are like the Bill Hickses and the Gandhis and the Martin Luther Kings of the world going to stop being shot, or killed or criticized to death or whatever it is, and instead listened to? When is change going to actually be possible instead of being some political slogan? So that's all I'm saying. Anyway, yeah. I'm definitely gonna start doing some actual research on what I have to say. Maybe take some notes, so I can have a little more smoother recording here and argumentation. All right, well, this is fun indeed. Looking forward to your next one, and until next time, my name is Chris, and this was DufisTalk.